Hey man, can we get a quick interview with you?
Sure.
Awesome. What's your name and where are you from?
Bud from New Brighton.
So, tell me about this car, man. What are you running?
I've had it about 8 years, and I've been running for 3 years, but it does about 18.
Fast cars and fast women. I mean, it's just awesome.
Best Mopar event east of the Mississippi.
Oh, Ed, once you tell them you can't, you gotta come back.
It's been a blast. Every year, it's better and better.
It's awesome. It's so great. I've been coming since '04. Some friends of mine, I just rode up with them. Been coming back ever since.
Bring your own car. You'll be stuck for life.
And it's the World of Mopar Nationals.
The Mopar Nationals started basically 3 or 4 of my friends. We were at a car show. It was a Chevy, it was Carcraft Street Machine Nationals. And we had a Mopar group there. And one of the things we said is we were sitting there, we should really do a show like this just for Mopars. And that kind of was the beginning of the Mopar Nationals. We talked about it, and the following year we put a car show together, and that started in 1981. This was kind of like the first event. There was a national event that people would travel off from all different parts of the United States to come to one location. And the cars were still new. They were only like 10 years old for the most part in the 70s. And so they were just starting to get restored. So now the parts end of it started coming up as far as the vendors and things like that selling parts. So people would travel to this show, to purchase parts and restore their car. Mopar Nationals in the 90s, this is when the car market really took off. I mean, the Chrysler products rose to the top. You had Hemi Cuda selling for over $500,000. The convertibles were $2, $3, $4 million. So the 90s is when the cars started coming out of the woodwork. People were restoring them because they were worth so much money, which was a good thing because a lot of these cars probably would have never been saved. One of the things we do is this OE certified, where these people go and get the date-coded parts, the original stuff that came on the car, and actually, it's getting to the point now where they're restoring the car better than they ever came from the factory. But it's amazing that we have these reproduction places now making the parts that nobody can find anymore. So it's become quite a hobby, and the cars are obviously being preserved as we go on. Why Mopar? Probably because they were always the underdog, so they always took it to the next level. They didn't have the big sales, so they had to make sure the cars spoke out loudly. With the wild colors, the crazy engines, the 6-pack intake manifolds. Chrysler always, and even to this day, has something that the other automobile manufacturers don't offer.
My name's Kara Bauman. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and currently I'm running in the Nostalgia Superstock class. Might run in a little bit of Pro too, so we'll see what happens.
So how long have you been racing?
About 14 years now, since I could drive. I'm 28 now, so since I could drive, I started racing at the drag strip. It's a 1967 Dodge Coronet. There's a 440 motor in it. It's 30 over, so 446. Right now there's an Edelbrock 850 carb on it. Some modifications. I'd like to keep that proprietary information to ourselves about performance, but there is an Indy dual plane intake on it. We do have Indy heads on it, Indy SR heads. We're hooking up and doing just fine. There are super stock springs on the back now.
Why Mopar?
Why Mopar? Born, bred, that's all I know. Families, grandfathers, that's all we ever had. Always Mopar, so that's all we'll ever own.
Well, now Kara, I know her from home track, which is Pittsburgh. That's our home track. She races there a lot. Her dad is a pretty serious racer. He's been for a long, long time one of the best drivers I know, Tim Bauman. Okay, that's his daughter, Kara Jo. So she's gets it honestly. I mean, she's a good driver. I mean, that's a true racing family there. I mean, Dad races, her brother races, and she races, and they're all ones to beat.
Bowmans have been racing. I mean, they're definitely, racing is in their blood and all that, and through the father, all the way through the kids and all that, and even the female, his daughter and all that. So they go out here every year racing different cars, different classes, and all that, and they do very well.
Like anyone else. I'm no shame in hearing I am just me. No, it's got to know I'll never be. I see visions, yes, I read your mind. I see what you do, but know what's behind. Trailblazer, burning my trail, only talking. When looks fail, I'm riding, leaving tracks in the sand, going my way on the highway. That's who I am. I've seen you before in your show and tell. I know we just met, but I know you well. Hate me for shooting the truth out of you, but someday you'll agree. I'm telling you, trailblazer, burning my trail, only talking. When looks fail, I'm riding, leaving tracks in the sand, going my way on the highway. That's who I am. My best friend or my worst enemy, laid out on the table, it's the same to me. Long as I know it, where I stand. 'Cause I ain't got no time for no one underhand. Trailblazer, burning my trail, only talking. When looks fail, I'm riding, leaving tracks in the sand, going my way on the highway. That's who I am. Burning my trail, only talking. When looks fail, I'm riding, leaving tracks in the sand, going my way on the highway. That's who I am.
This is how many years straight for us in the Mopar Nationals?
Well, I've got, 8 window stickers.
Yeah, we
And it's been
started.
more than that.
We started when you were early teens.
Earlier than that. I was out here as a kid. Real young.
So you guys like father-son deal?
Father-son deal. This car's been in the family since I was 2 years old.
I bought the car because I'd always had Roadrunners as a kid, and then when you get married and you have kids, the cars go away. Well, I decided I wanted another one. I went and bought this car. He was 2 years old. I went into the house, got him out of the house, set him on the hood, took a picture of it, knowing that I was gonna build that car completely for him.
It's a 69 Roadrunner. It's a 383 4-speed car. It's all numbers matching. It's a factory air car. It's got the Decor group. It's factory sand beige color, so.
As we've changed things to the car, we've kept all the original parts. They're all down in the basement, so in the event sometime down the road he wants to take all back to stock, we still have everything. The Magnum wheels, the original exhaust manifolds, everything.
Some of the best memories, especially when we redid the interior of that car, I was in high school, and there were weekend nights that we'd be getting yelled at by Mom because it was 2 in the morning and the radio's still on in the garage and we're going strong. And those are some of the best memories, just that camaraderie between the two of us, and just having when you bring them out here, yeah, we're proud of these cars, and it's a lot of hard work, but it's all fun. It's a blast. So this Mopar Nationals are Christmas.
I mean, it's great to have the bond between us. I mean, I'll get emails at work from Meekum, and he'll show a Hemi Dart or something. I send them off to him, and the conversations start back and forth, and it'll never end. It's a tightness that we'll never lose, and it's all based on these cars.
Corey Sr., what about your car? What do you got here?
70 Dodge Charger RT, 440 automatic car. I've had this car probably 4 or 5 years. I didn't want a complete restoration project like that one was, so I got this one with the body pretty much done, and now it's just doing the little things that it's a constant process with these cars, which is part of the fun. But I had sold the cars that I had before, and all we were left with was the Roadrunner, and there was an empty space in the garage because I've had toy cars since I was 15, 16 years old.
He was miserable the whole time that this was the only car. Every now and then I'd come home and he'd just be standing out there like this, and it's just, I knew exactly what it was. It's just he was upset because he needs a toy. So he was a bear to live with until we found this car. So it's been great having them both, and coming out here every year together. It's been great. It's a lot of fun. It's been a blast. Every year it gets better and better.
Since I don't know when, I need some loving. I need you right here by my side. Yes, until I get it, baby, I just can't be satisfied. You know I go most every place, and every place I go, you give me something, baby, somehow satisfied my soul. I need some loving. I need you right here by my side. Yes, until I get it, baby, I just can't be satisfied. Scotty. See the sweat pour out my back. If you ain't calling me back home, I'm never coming back. I need some loving. I need you right here by my side. Yes, until I get it, baby, I just can't be satisfied. That's why I walked around the world. I come right back again. I had it for you, baby, baby, since I don't know when. I need some loving. I need you right here by my side. Yes, until I get it, baby, I just just can't be satisfied.
Hi, I'm Kirby Allen from Malacca, Minnesota, and I'm driving a 1970 Plymouth Superbird.
Dude, that thing's bitching. What's the story behind that car?
Well, I've had it for about 7 years, bought it from some friends, and we used it as a pace car in a dirt track in Minnesota last year, and then got the wild idea to drive it down here. So we drove 900 miles in 16 hours, about 120 degree heat.
So, why Mopar for you, and why the Superbird?
Man, this stuff is just cool. It doesn't get any better than that, does it? It was one bad ride. Goes my hair, too.
And you never really see a car in that condition like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
it's no trailer queen.
Exactly. And personally, I like it better. I mean, what's the response you've been getting from?
Thumbs up. Everybody loves it. We're just laughing and having a good time. You know, nobody sees them. They're all prettied up and they never see the road. And we've had it on the dirt track and drive it all over. It's just a blast. You know.
How do you describe that car to like somebody who doesn't understand it? Like how it.
Most people don't understand it. First of all, they don't know what it is. They've never seen anything like it, and they think it's something we made, you know? So they think it's goofy, and then it looks like that, and we're driving around with wigs on and helmets, and how do you explain that, man? It's just fun. Basically a 1970 Roadrunner, and that was converted by a second company, Ford Chrysler, and they put the nose cone and the wing on and all that, and made it the Superbird. So it got a 440 4-barrel 4-speed. It's all numbers matching still. I found the build sheet on eBay, and so it's pretty much all there. Other than that, I like the old Roadrunner cartoon characters on it. It's kind of unique. And the wings radical. I hit a pheasant last week with it, and then looked in the rearview mirror, and it was nothing but feathers flying. You don't do that with a trailer queen, I guess.
That was probably a little surprised.
I think the bird was more surprised.
Yeah.
I've been coming to the Mopar Nats for a very long time now. At least my boyfriend and I have been coming for the last 6 years or so now. I've had this car ever since. We also have a 2010 Columbus Racy Challenger that we plan on cruising. One of the really great things about coming to the Mopar Nats is the after the racetrack. So yes, there's a really awesome swap meet, really cool parts, great show cars. You see a lot of OEM resort show cars, drag racing, different classes, but at the end of the day, there's the cruising, and there's nothing cooler than seeing cars go down Heath or down in Bryce Road and seeing old Mopars just drive back and forth.
What's going on here tonight?
We're having a little fun watching some burnouts. Hopefully the law keeps away from us tonight. Well, we've got the crowd over here with some numbers. We go to the crowd for a little bit of voting. We're certain that we have the prime spot on the strip for a burnout. And as you can see, Judge.
In the state you're in.
lay one down. You gotta do it for us.
The reason why we're doing this is because we're testing and tuning. We're trying to figure out if my car has too much tire and this car needs more tire. That's what we're trying to do here. Gabardust. We're not fooling around here, we're trying to go fast. We come down in that 1982 tow truck and we tow with that vehicle right over there. And we've been doing it for the last 9 years and we are going to do it until we're dead. This is a small block duster 340, stock bore and stroke. That is a big block duster 440, stock bore and stroke. This car runs around 1130s on a good day, and that one right there runs about 1090s, but we're really not sure because it's absolutely possessed. We know it's possessed. It's a female car. This is the female car, this is the male car. That's the way it is. We are not lying about this. Dead serious about it. Okay?
Now, how'd you decide on that, or what made you come to that conclusion?
Oh, there's many reasons. There's many reasons, okay? I'll give you one quick reason. Most race cars, when it gets above 200 degrees, they don't like to run fast, okay? That one likes it hot. It likes it better at 230 than it does at 190. It goes faster the hotter it gets. And we can't understand why. We don't know why. It's not normal. It's an abnormal race car. That's the way we're gonna put it to you.
Hence, it's a female.
And it's a female, absolutely, definitely a female. And it's definitely female, all the way. It is, right? What do you say, Jay? Right? How many times, you know, we go to fix something on that car, that's a half an hour job, right? 4 hours later, we're like into the car and the car is winning. We haven't won anything. This car here, we fix it, it's fine, it loves us, no problem. Okay? That's the way it goes. That's how it works with these cars. Well, I get to drive this one, he gets to drive that one. Every once in a while I get to drive that one, but he doesn't want to drive mine. He doesn't like my car. He doesn't like the shifter. That's the whole thing. You know? I want him to drive my car, he doesn't want to drive it. He doesn't like it. It's all about how fast we can go. That's the bottom line. That's why we're switching tires right now. Because I might go fast with his tires, he might go faster with my tires. We don't know yet. We're going to find out. That's the whole deal.